Quick disclaimer about this video. This is just a personal experience, and everyone had a different experience at this event. So if you are going, or you're just trying to compare, like, everyone had a different time, and there's a lot of things I missed in this video. There's like media stuff and plenty of other events that I didn't get to. But yeah, just have a good time watching. Thank you very much, and enjoy. Hey, what's going on, guys?
No.
This is me, on the first day of a week-long trip where we would be creating a government from the ground up. But let's start from the beginning, shall we? It was early December, and I was in my classroom, as a high school student normally is, and I saw in our morning news an announcement for a little government program that would be happening in Sacramento. It told us to go to the wellness center to get more information about it, and since I was kind of interested in government anyway, I decided to go check it out. So I went to the wellness center, and they gave me a bunch of forms, kind of briefly explaining how to get into the event, and there were some students who went to it the year before, also kind of talking about their experiences, and it sounded like a really great time. I didn't think I'd be able to get in, because apparently there's a lot of different forms and a lot of different questionnaires and interviews we had to do in order to get into the event. And I happened to just be sitting with a bunch of the smartest people in the entire school, with GPAs over 4.0. Overall, my grades weren't even in comparison to some of the people who were sitting around me, who I happened to be good friends with, and I knew were uber geniuses. But that didn't discourage me at all, because I thought, what the heck, why not try anyways? If I had even a glimmer of a chance of getting into this event, why not try? And that's exactly what I did. And believe it or not, after some of the most nerve-wracking interviews of my life, I got an email that said I was in. I took my first plane flight ever to get there, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't get a lot of footage day one, but I met a good friend, Anthony, who actually goes to Canyon, which is near my school, and we had a good time. A little bit more info here for you is that on day one, we got a really good idea of what was going on. We got a map that kind of explained everything, and you can see it right here. But pretty much everyone was split into counties, and within each county is each city. So we met our cities day one. Our city name was Chandler, and everyone had pretty similar experience for the first few days. We got to stand up and introduce ourselves, and we took the bar test to see who could become a lawyer. We were also split up into parties. So there's the Whig Party and the Federalist Party, which was very interesting because people were randomly chosen, and each party could have very similar values because it wasn't actually based on what you believed in. So the parties were super equal. I didn't really like the whole two-party system for it, but it's fine. I wish it was more based on what people actually believed in, but it's just besides the point. How uncivil.
How uncivil. It's like a sporting match.
It's like a sports game, which I go to all the time.
Yes.
Really quickly, people began to like their parties a lot. You got a lot of cheering, a lot of chanting, a lot of rowdiness, and I met a lot of great people day one. I met people like Lance and Gabriel, who are really good friends with me throughout the entire thing. Not much else happened after introductions. We had a meal, if that's what you want to call it. It's some food. The food throughout this entire event is absolutely terrible. So get used to me complaining about that. I also got the privilege to sleep in a college dorm for the first time, which if you haven't done that before, it's a lot of fun. It's so great. You should try it sometime. Really quickly, a lot of things started to happen. First of all, people were trying to sue each other because of breaking the rules in the Blue Book. The Blue Book was our basic guide to everything throughout the event. It had our schedule, it had our rules, it had all types of stuff. And if someone broke campaign rules, you could sue them. Sadly, you couldn't sue someone yet because we haven't established a judicial system or any way or any court or any judge or anything to be able to do that. So we went to the law offices to get paperwork beforehand in order to get some justice. Legion Partners Law Firm. Going to the law office for this man, for his justice. This is going to be such a fun video.
In terms of compensation, right? Yeah. The only way we can do it is just with regard from doing it, right? Yeah. The other way we can do it is we pay you a certain amount of money, and any benefits, any damages from the the other party goes to us.
Yeah.
I don't know which way you want it, but do this. Should we start with that and see if that's enough?
Should we? We could ask the people next door.
Okay.
So we asked some of the people in the law office about the paperwork we were getting, and apparently it was all out of date, and we weren't supposed to be looking through the stuff in the law office anyway, which is very strange and very weird, but we ended up waiting to get the right paperwork later.
We are the cause! Mighty, mighty cause! Everywhere we go! The people want to know! Who we are! So we tell them! So we tell them!
They passed the bar probably.
When did being a lawyer require so much paperwork?
What?
No.
Have I spent any? No. I'll
I
have to.
have because I was running for.
I'll have to file tonight, but other than that, I haven't.
What they're talking about there is money. There's a monetary system. So apparently, in order to run for certain offices, you have to pay a filing fee. And I had a big goal. I wanted to run for governor. I was lucky enough to be in this whole position, so I thought, why not run for it? So my big campaign began. I was walking around asking everyone for some money, talking to them about my plans, my campaign, everything. I was even on a podcast, which was a lot of fun. I was sitting around some really great people. There was William Montgomery, who I became very kind of close with. We spoke a lot, and I really liked his speeches and whatnot. He was running for governor. And there was William Reimers, who was sitting behind me. He was also running for governor. We have a very fun story together, which happened later during the primaries. And there was also Ryland, I think his name was. I'm sorry if I butcher any of your names. It's bound to happen. But he was a very, very close friend of mine. We talked a lot. I really like him a lot. We had some really good connections here, and I felt very, very smart being in this room with geniuses. But everything that I've talked about so far hasn't even been half of what's been going on throughout the entire event. There have been elections on the city level, on the county level, and we've even been electing party officials. So it's been very crazy. I decided not to go for anything because I'm going for governor, which is elected near the end of the program. So by that logic, if I just waited for all the small offices to be taken, there would be less people to run against on the higher level campaign. And because there were so many different types of elections, after the city ones, I realized it was really difficult to figure out who to vote for the next day when we had voting. So I had a little handy notebook with me to write down everyone's speeches and if I agreed with them or not, just so I had a guide when I was at the voting portion. And then the day came. It was time to file for the office that I wanted to run for. Time to file for governor and to become that big man in charge. But there was one problem. Even though I spent as much time as I thought I could, hours walking around talking to people, I felt bad asking for all this money. It made all these experiences of talking to people and getting to know about them suddenly less about the people and the experience and more about the money. It became a transaction. And that's why I could not raise $500. I still got plenty of donations, but I just wasn't able to make it. So I looked at the next office that I could actually afford, and that was the Secretary of State, which only costed $150 to get into. And so I went to the filing office and I filed for Secretary of State. And I went around and I got signatures. I think I needed 20 as maximum and 15 as minimum. It's good to get extra signatures in case some of them bounce. So I made sure to be super thorough. And because we could go to different counties to get more signatures, that's what I did. I left Romano County and I went over to Haley County to go file the other half of my signatures that I needed just to make sure I was in the clear. And they told us we could do that. And so it began. My campaign wasn't exactly all thrown in the garbage. It just switched from being a campaign about governor to being about Secretary of State. And so I spent many nights, many hours in the night lying awake because I wasn't able to sleep because I was super nervous, trying to think about which speech I wanted to have. I wrote it down on a notepad. I talked with counselors and stuff just to make sure I was completely ready. And then the day came to give our speeches to our parties in the primary election. All right, here we are. I am mere moments away, actually like 30 minutes away, from doing my speech for secretary in front of the entire 500 student political party for Federalists. So that's pretty nerve-wracking. I have my speech written down on literally just one of these papers. It's barely notes. So we'll see how that goes. Newsflash, it went bad. Here we are. were discussing some legal stuff because apparently, believe it or not, me and William was running for governor and I was running for Secretary of State. Even though we had put in our signatures and everything, there was a filing error. The people who run this thing noticed the error, and instead of letting us speak, even though we had a whole hour extra, they said, "Oh yeah, you're still on the ballot, but you can't give your speeches." It was pretty rough. I spoke to many different people, many different lawyers, many different people past the bar who all said they'd be, down to actually like try and sue the counties for a filing error, because that's all that we were told. We told it was some kind of filing error. It was like a student error, so we were probably able to sue over it. And yet everyone I knew, everyone who I talked to, dropped the case. And William was much more passionate about this whole governor thing than I really was. William kind of went down. He played Smash for a while. I really feel bad for him because he had a really big campaign set up, and he tried to use his pal that he was running with. The William and William ticket is what they called it, and they were running together. So he had his pal give a speech for him, but still, either way, both of us barely got enough votes to even be, qualified. So we weren't in anymore. We were out of the whole thing, and we couldn't really do anything about it. But that didn't discourage me. I wouldn't let it get me down because there was still one chance that I had to be in front of the whole group of people who came, all 1,000 kids, and that was the talent show. And me and Joseph were going to run together to be MCs of the talent show. We ended up not getting the part, but I'll be honest, the people who were MCing ended up to be really good, and I think they did it way better than we could have. So I'm pretty happy with the result anyway, even if we didn't get it. But running for MC wasn't the only thing I did. After losing the position for Secretary of State, I decided to turn my attention to the group of people I knew best, and that was my city members. The city of Chandler wasn't doing too well, and I heard that there would be a little competition going on at the end of it, the City Expo, where judges would come around and see what the cities had been doing the whole time. And if they did good, then one of the cities would be chosen as the best city. So I made it my goal to carry our city to be the greatest city of them all. And so I set out to make Chandler the #1 city in this entire event. And with the help of the city mayor and some of the city councilors and some other helpful people, we did just that. The first thing I noticed about our city was our city council. There were 2 members who weren't very attentive, and I decided that maybe it'd be fun to try and recall them and see if that's actually possible. So I went over to the law office and I asked the people there, or the one guy who was there, like how I would recall a city council member. I looked it up online. I kind of did some research beforehand. So I asked him for the recall papers because you need a certain amount of signatures and then have to do a revote. And he's like, "Oh, no one's ever done that before, so you're gonna have to figure it out." And he gave me a piece of paper and gave me kind of like general information. So on my own, I wrote down all the stuff for the recall, and I wrote down the signature lines and all the terms for it. And I got enough signatures to do a recall, and I filed it. So hopefully that would have gone through. Now the city council members I was trying to recall caught wind of this and started working really hard to prove that they shouldn't be recalled. And I actually became really good friends with them. Kristen did really good, and we actually got a lot of stuff done. I purchased a large piece of cardboard for 17 fake dollars, which everyone thought was a scam at the time because everyone just started with $100. So that was kind of a lot of money for a piece of trash. But I started working on it, and then Jameson, the mayor, started working on it, and slowly everyone in the whole city started getting involved in creating this big banner to represent our whole city. But that wasn't all that we did. We scrounged around for some other pieces of cardboard, and we bought paper from the student store, which we could use our fake money to buy materials, and we went around and we started working really hard to create city maps, posters, all types of cool stuff to represent our city. Our city went into overdrive for work, and it paid off hugely. Our city loved the city sign. It was a lot of fun. We had Isaiah, my good friend, he designed the logo in the middle, and everyone worked together on it, so it really became like this heirloom of what our city stood for. And so the city quickly, like, we ate dinner with the sign, we went around with it all the time, we marched around with it, and then once it got late, we decided to walk around and make peace deals with everyone in the entire event. We went to each and every city, and we asked for signatures on the back for peace with Chandler. Here are some of my favorite clips from that night out because we had a really great time. I just want you guys to see what happened. Trying to get the police officer to sign. They turn off the car. Oh my god, are they getting out? Holy moly.
Excuse me, sir. Can you sign our sign? Do I sign it?
We're signing for peace in Chandler.
I can't. I really gotta go do something.
Alright.
You're on the way back, I'm out.
Okay. Find us. Just get him on his way out. He's gotta go somewhere.
Chandler!
Chandler! We're doing Chandler. We're channeling across the field. God, it's such a beautiful night. Look at that. Not a cloud in the sky. It's a night for Chandler to thrive.
Sacramento!
Like legit, I am so happy right now. Chandler! 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 Yeah! We got group photos. For peace. Everyone loves Chandler. Bro did the Nixon thing.
Wait, do we the council
Feds and Wakes.
Yeah! Alright, can I have this back? Thank you! Yeah, peace! It just says Chandler on it. Chandler City. Are you guys Chandler City? Yeah!
The police.
Excuse me, officers. Will you all please sign our board for peace?
For peace.
We have a pen. We have a pen.
Right here, right here, right here. I told you I'll do it on the way out. You weren't there.
Yeah, sorry, we were trying to find you guys.
Governor's signature. Anywhere. We have Batman. We have Jesus 6 on here.
Yeah, thank you.
Box up the one for no. Alright, which one first? This one.
Follow them, brothers. Follow them. Hurry.
It's going good?
It's going great. Look at it.
Look at
We
it.
got the police to sign
Two
it.
police officers, 3 people on the board,
Yeah.
and then we got Batman.
That's actually so cool. It looks good.
Yeah, thank
Like a
you.
squirrel?
Yeah, everyone loved it.
Everyone loves the
A
mascot.
Batman squirrel?
Look how beautiful that is.
Girl.
And then one city was just walking in a single file line, so we just decided just to join them, and everyone was silent in the line, or you were supposed to be silent, and we just walked around for like 20 minutes. It just keeps growing. After a while, we got tired and we left and went to our beds for the night. I'm so tired. We did a lot of walking for like an hour, so I'm glad I have my bed made. I'm now understanding the values of having a bed be made. So maybe I should start doing that at home. Or not. We're pretty good. That's falling apart. I got Sacramento State flag, which is folded, which probably shouldn't be or something. I don't know. I don't know how I keep those, but that's fine probably. There's chaos outside, but I'm too tired. The next morning, we had like 2 days left of the event, so it was very exciting. I was super tired, and I decided to get coffee for like the first time.
Right. We are, according to the Blue Book, my county is first for breakfast, and everyone's so tired from last night. No one's awake yet. So I might even go grab some Starbucks. We'll see what's up.
I sound super congested because waking up here, I think everyone had like allergy problems, especially in the morning. It was really rough. My nose was all clogged. But since no one was really awake because we were all really tired from everything last night, I just like, took some time to myself, just kind of reflected on the whole day, and making this video in the future, I was thinking about just spending some time with like quiet for once. But that didn't last long. As a city, we decided to gather again and create some ordinances, which are kind of like laws, but for the city. Since a lot of other cities have been doing it, we decided to implement a stop sign. And that didn't go too well. What happened basically was another city came by and they tore down our stop signs, which we didn't like because it caused traffic damage. So we appointed our sheriff to be the new stop sign. But our neighboring city, Alcorn, decided they didn't like that, and they refused to follow the law of our stop sign. So we took them to court, and we actually settled on like a $60 fine because no one really wanted to go through court because it was super busy from everyone suing each other. So $60 for the city, that was good. We also couldn't afford to have a living stop sign, so we decided to instead just have stop signs on the ground with tape, and that worked much better. But then, terror struck. An organized crime ring, yes, the mafia even, had killed Isaiah. Not like actually killed him. It was all pretend, but no matter. He was the one who designed the logo for Chandler, and I was prompted to give the eulogy at his funeral. Hey, thank you for attending your funeral. I can't wait to give you your eulogy.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
That's what I was
I
saying.
know.
That's what I was saying.
Kill the brother.
He was the only black man in our entire
for the press.
community, and they killed him.
Yes.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Killed a brother.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
How do you feel about the news?
I'm truly devastated.
That's supposed to be a mic.
We always die first. We always die first.
That's how it is.
It's always how it is. Walk up, shot me, no reason.
We are gathered here today to mourn the loss and celebrate the life of our beloved city member, Isaiah Suso.
Amen.
Yesterday, he was shot dead in the fields by a rogue gunman unjustly robbing our fair city from a driven, intelligent, and hard-working citizen.
Okay. So my dearest friend, Isaiah, who is now so sadly been popped, smoked, decimated, if you will, obliterated, destroyed. You know, he's gone at least. Smoked, bombed even. Obliterated. He's a very close friend of mine. He liked a lot of things. He liked planes, all types of planes. You can tell because it's on his Instagram, and he also talks about planes a lot. He had a favorite plane. It was maybe the B-29, I don't remember. I'm just gonna assume. Hey, can you give a little foot wave if I'm right or wrong? If I'm right, wave foot. If I'm wrong, wave foot. Okay, so anyway, yeah, there's a lot of things to say about Isaiah. He was a friend, he was a comrade, he was a lover, but before all, he was a member of Chandler, and we will always remember him for that. Thank you.
Chandler, amen.
Who's playing the trombone? Yes.
Maybe flip this over to see the wonderful artwork you created.
After. So if you would like to come view the body.
We all paid our respects to our dearly beloved Isaiah, and we all gave him flowers when they did the open funeral part where you could look at the body. It was a lot of fun. The funeral was a great time. Afterwards, we went as a group to go see the general elections, where the governors and the secretary of states and everyone on the state position gave their speeches, which is the position I was running for. And going for speeches, it was really interesting, because on the general elections, when they were doing speeches, the entire Federalist Party was going for someone by the name of Baxter. And Baxter had switched party sides to run for us. So we all came in chanting Baxter, Baxter. It was crazy. As you could see, the Federalists were walking in. We were cheering for a Federalist. And on the other side were the Whigs, who were already waiting for us. And they were booing. It was a really great time. We were all cheering against each other. It was a lot of fun. That night, something happened that I did not expect at all. I came in supporting Baxter with the Federalist, but when I walked out of that building, I was supporter for the other candidate. His last name was Parker, I don't remember his first name, but he was so good. He had so much policy, and his speech was one of the best I've ever heard, and he won my vote over completely.
What policies will you implement and what acts will you encourage to increase that statistic by the year 2045?
Well, the policies that I would implement, the policies I would encourage would be a straight flush of electric power off of the grid. Now, the electric grid itself has had a couple of problems in recent years.
Mr. Parker did end up winning the vote, and I couldn't be happier with anyone else winning. We went to their inauguration. It was so much fun just seeing people up there, and I felt so prideful being in a room with like the top scholars. Like, these people are going far in their lives, and I was just so ecstatic to be in like that moment in that time. It was just a feeling I cannot describe. There were a lot of really good candidates too. Another noteworthy person was Anita White. She was running for lieutenant governor, and she also had some great policies. Some of these people acted like they were real politicians, like real adults, and just seeing that made me realize like what a big world it is, and just something to look up to, in the future. I looked up to so many people in this event. William Montgomery was a really great person too. There was just so many fun people I met, and I learned so much from it. A lot of perspective came from this entire thing.
We're feeling good. I am just infinitely inspired. There's so many great people here, man. I'm gonna remember this forever. Holy moly. That was a great ceremony.
Indeed it was.
It's gonna suck when we have to leave. But I also miss home. I'm gonna eat so many burgers, In-N-Out, all of it.
What about In-N-Out?
I'm gonna eat so much when I get home. I miss real food.
Oh, okay, of course, yeah. I mean, if anything, I kind of like the food here.
Okay, this guy.
Eggs is because I like how the eggs taste.
They're liquid. They're fluid. They're barely even solid.
I like them like that. I want them to fluid into my mouth, and then I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna talk about how I want them to come out, of course.
All right.
Yeah, I just want them to come out normally, of course.
We just started running the other side, and now people are joining us. There's no reason to be running. So I started something, multiple people are running now just because we were running. What the heck? Why is everyone running? He's going! Go!
So we left our sign in one of the other cities' rooms, and we were afraid they would deface it if they got there first. So we had to go back to our area really quickly to go grab the sign. And when we started running, everyone else just started running too. It was just so funny to see this whole group mentality where everyone just started joining it, started exponentially having more and more people just start running.
I'm stuck at a stoplight.
So many cars.
Hey!
I know, there's so many cars. It would be dangerous if I had to go across.
It would be dangerous. It's like a highway out here. It's dangerous. Oh, okay, we're good now. Oh! My God! Woo! Still going. All the way around for no reason at all. It's become a lap race. It's about time we did some exercising. Been sitting around all day.
What are you making, a documentary?
Yeah, I am actually.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh! Don't hurt the sign! Chandler, we've cheered for everyone. My voice hurts. But Chandler number one, always. Right?
Yeah.
Chandler. My arms hurt. Chandler! Jesus! Wait, we need both Jesuses. Hang on.
The talent show eventually rolled around, and that was a lot of fun. Here are some of my favorite clips from the talent show.
They're doing stunt. Chandler's going back. Yeah, Chandler! Okay. Oh my God.
Yo, Will, go crazy.
Yeah, Chandler!
It was a really fun night, and it was really coming to a close what we had left, because it was only a week we had to do this. So the next thing coming up was the City Expo. That's Sebastian playing, and he's working on our city anthem.
Chandler City is booming. We have a line for ping pong. We just played the anthem a few times. People are signing the sign. Karaoke. Do you ever feel? The Chandler City, surrounded by the blue, the city of Chandler welcomes you. The city of Chandler welcomes you. Go, Garrett! He's ahead!
So we were determined to become the best city, and the City Expo is when the judges came around to decide which one was the best. So I walked around just to get an idea of what the other competition was like, what other cities were doing, and I bumped into Alcorn. Alcorn and us, Chandler and Alcorn have decided peace with each other because Chandler's all about peace, baby, and that's what we did.
I'm making a documentary, so
yes. So this is our police chief, our honorary police chief, Pip. He accidentally spilled our philosophy, which is okay.
Oh,
but
no.
Let's see through our city. So we have some fun things. So our values are all about peace and love. We're a happy commune.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on, wait. We're just gonna show you something.
You're a what?
So, well, we have a racetrack. It's based off of Germanic racetrack. And we have a pool, mall, a zoo, and then an amusement park.
I walked around and looked at all the different cities, and there were a lot of really good ones, and there were also some cities which didn't have anything at all. But the judges eventually came around. We showed them our city signs, our city map, and we did their anthem for them. And it looked like it'd be a pretty close match, and we were all very, very nervous about the night where it would be announced who would be first. And before we knew it, it was the last day. The day where they'd be announcing winners for all types of awards and all types of different stuff, but most importantly, the Best City Award.
The city of Robinson. The city of LaRue.
Yes. We didn't get fourth. We didn't go see a board.
Top three, baby. Top three. The city of Beer.
They didn't even have a good flag. They had a perfect opportunity to have a beer.
There are just 3 points separating first and second place.
Holy shit.
Runner-up, we lost the city competition. The city of Slopes.
This was it. This is everything that we've been riding on this entire time. Everything the city worked for, down to this one moment.
Boys and girls state. Model city. The city city of Chandler.
We did it! We got first place at the entire event. Everything we worked for paid off at this one moment. There was no award or anything, but we didn't need one. We won anyway. It's fine.
It's so sad. Saddest
It's the
moment.
last day of the vlog, bro. Last day of the
Last
vlog.
day of the vlog! Oh my god. Bestest of friends.
This is crazy.
Lynn, Joseph. You'll always be remembered by me. Always. Yeah!
But it was also the last night, so we went back to our cities to get our awards and say our goodbyes.
City of Chandler for the last time. This is it. The last roll call. The last meeting.
I know you called it like twice.
The last Chandler.
Hey, shout out Nico News.
We did! Yeah!
You know what you need for a good city? You need a good city council. Recall.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that earlier. The recall did actually go through, and we did a whole election, and me and Isaiah replaced Thomas and Christian for city council.
You're the first to ever get recalled. So.
I'm not gonna lie. When I got here, I was telling my mom, I'm like, we should just drive back. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of stuck-up nerds. Like, I'm not gonna know. I didn't study for the bar. I don't know what I'm doing. But then I got here and I got in that county meeting. I'm like, oh no, I scored. I got like the chillest group ever, and that's what motivated me to want to run for mayor. And I'm so happy that all you guys gave me your unconditional love and support, and I had like 3/5 of a really good city council. And shout out to the old city council, shout out to the new ones. Hey, we're the best city that Boys and Girls State has ever seen. And I think that record's gonna stand true for at least a year. It's been real, it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. Shout out eating breakfast with Eileen every day. You guys are awesome. Hey, how do you think those city schedules?
Did you get a permit?
Hey, no, but really, guys, thank you. I love you all so much. It's been an awesome experience. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chandler City, home of the proud and free, the jewel of the county, the best you'll ever see. 'Cause we're Chandler City, surrounded by the blue. The city of Chandler welcomes you.
All right, before we all head back, I would like
to
point out one quote from the song. Chandler City, home of the proud and free, the jewel of the county, the best you'll ever see. Keep that in mind.
As soon as he could.
At the end of the night, we all hugged, we all said our goodbyes, and that was kind of it. It was really strange just saying goodbye to everyone. It was only a week, but it felt like months have gone by. I totally didn't cry or anything. And yeah, I was leaving on the plane the next day, and the majority of the people here were leaving that same night. So me and a few other people just kind of hung out, stayed up really late talking. We just had a great time.
Anything beats the Chandler City, the county coroner speech. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
If you gave something like that for governor, I think you'd cook them.
Thank you so
That's gotta be the case, bro.
Valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
So me and some of the people who were leaving the next day kind of just were in the hallways. It was really weird just like saying goodnight because it felt like ending it. So we were up to like 2 a.m. just talking about all kinds of stuff, political, our personal lives, everything. It was just a lot of fun.
It's like you remember everything and also like strategize. They can't do both.
It's so cloudy. Like,
Yo, do you know that?
And like, it's like binoculars, bro. Like you can't see far away. You have to like focus it on each like part of the board.
Throughout this event, I've made friends that will definitely last a lifetime, and they tell you that same thing in the beginning. And it's true, I still talk to many of the people, and I wish I could cover more in this video. There's a lot I didn't cover. A lot of the city stuff, like we elected a city Rizzler, the elections for city people, elections for a lot of county offices. There was just so much going on that I didn't want this video to be multiple hours long. And geez, I wish I could put it all in here, but I didn't have a lot of footage for certain things. But in the end, I had a great time. And if you're gonna go to Boys and Girls State, just participate. I mean, participate in everything. I was in the media even, and we made so many fun videos and stuff. It just, you can be a part of as many things as you want because you have so much free time if you don't. So there's no point of not trying. Anyway, this entire event has been so much fun. I can't even compare it to anything else because it's unlike anything I've done before. So yeah, thank you guys for watching so much. I've had a great time. If you went to Boys and Girls State with me, thank you so much. Okay, message me, keep in contact, you know? And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully I'll post soon again on my next goofy adventure. See you guys later.